Hey, we're out here this afternoon to get a behind-the-scenes look at some of the things that makes Tons Drive-In in Broussard such an absolutely special place. But we're not at Tons, as you might notice. We're actually out at the Family Garden, which is right down the street, not even a mile away. I thought you might want to visit with Holly Gerard, who is a member of the family that runs Tons. And so I'll give it on over to Holly, and she's going to tell you a little bit about what makes Tons so special.
All right. Hi, I'm Holly. My grandparents opened Tons Drive-In in 1963. We actually just had our 57th birthday on May 14th last
Happy
week.
birthday! I saw that. Yeah.
Thank you. So 57 years old last week. And so my grandmother just really liked feeding people, and we lived in a small town. The name Tons comes from my grandfather's name. His name was Alton Gerard. He had a twin brother named Tim, so everyone in the small town of Broussard just called them Tim and Ton. So that's where we get our name from. So Rosemary just liked feeding people and just loved sharing that with people. So she opened the restaurant, became just a family affair, and so I'm third generation. We still pride ourselves on using local ingredients and making as much fresh homemade stuff from scratch as possible. And I think it's really just important to know where your food comes from and realizing that we're a small business, and it's really important for us all to support our community members and our other small businesses. So that being said, we get our produce from C.A. Guidry in Arnaville. We buy our pork chops, they get cut fresh every week at B.O.'s. So we really try to partner with a lot of other local places to just help this community, and I think that's really important. So that being said, going back to like how we cook stuff, we like to do a lot of stuff like from scratch. So I start with the compost. I take home our old nasty compost every day. And we make our dirt with that. So I'll show you guys around. It's a little muddy.
We're all wearing our boots, so it's fine.
It's just some rain.
Hello,
Some babies right
babies. Hi, you guys.
here. So it's really muddy, sorry. Old chicken coop. So we make our own soil out of all of the natural vegetables and stuff. So it kind of goes in phases where we put our manure here, and we have, all right, this is an older batch of compost. So this is our fresh one. So we just kind of rotate them. Once this is ready, it becomes dirt, and we don't ever buy soil from the the store. We just make our own soil. But in a lot of the gravies that we make at Tons, we grow our own peppers. So we'll either freeze them out of season, or we dehydrate them and make like chili powders and stuff, and we can use that as
You
dry
make your own
seasoning.
chili powder.
Yeah, we also make our own seasoning blend at Tons. So anything like our hamburgers, we even make our own breadcrumbs with the hamburgers. So we do, again, it's really important to know what you're feeding other people and what you're eating. I think that's so important. And it's really cool just to do it yourself. So, you might have to hop the fence.
Yeah, it's okay. You want to put your hand on me?
Got it, okay. So here are some little watermelons that we'll have soon.
Little watermelons.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I think these are probably a rattlesnake, which is they're really good. Kind of that.
You almost made me
that
jump when you said a
grocery store.
rattlesnake. I'm
Oh,
like, wait,
sorry.
is it a rattlesnake?
Yeah, so it's kind of that grocery store watermelon, that big.
The
Sweet.
big one. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then, so if it's not that, it's an orange one, which is orange on the inside, and they're so sweet. They're called an orange glow.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have like some watermelon salads and stuff through the summer. Right now we have a lot of cucumbers. Like, I don't know how we miss these. We pick several times a day, and they're still big.
Wow.
These are supposed to be a pickling
Are
variety.
they supposed to be tiny?
We're gonna probably keep these for ourselves and bring the good ones to Tons. But yeah, these are. I don't know how they hide,
kind
but
of let them go a little long.
they do. So we have several cucumbers here. There's some cantaloupes down here. I don't know if you want to see the baby. This is our future greenhouse, the future of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Watch
then
your
there's
step.
actually this
Yeah, I
huge
see.
field behind this fence that we're definitely gonna plow some rows, and there's a big old
Oh, behind this fence?
yeah, there's another secret piece of property that we're gonna plant even more stuff on. So here we have some melons soon.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, and that's a different kind of like French melon right here. These are really cool. They're small.
So this summer will be a good time to be eating fruit and fruit salads
Yes.
at tons.
Yes. And we have so many tomatoes. We'll have heirloom tomatoes in the salads, on your burgers. Those make a really special burger for sure. Well, I'll take a look at those. Yeah, I think this is a cherry variety, which is crazy because they're huge.
They're huge.
I feel like all of the tomatoes this year are on steroids.
Oh my gosh.
They are crazy. And we do everything organic. We don't use any kind of chemicals. So this white powder you see is diatomaceous earth. It's food grade. I actually sprinkle it on my cat's foods. It acts as a dewormer for them.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a tiny powder that kind of cuts up, or it makes lesions, I guess, in soft-bodied animals. And so it keeps the worms off of the tomatoes and all the other little critters.
Where do you get that?
I order that online usually, but I'm pretty sure that local places should have that. Maybe
like
check Gerard's Nursery.
That's
they
what I was
might
just
have
thinking.
something like that. They definitely should have some all natural and organic friendly stuff for sure. They're great. That's Tim. That's Alton's twin brother.
That's who has Gerard's Nursery.
Yeah.
Okay, the tent.
So these are that's going to be a yellow pear. So those will go on salads too. Just got some really cool stuff right now.
Let
And
me
then
know
we
when
have
y'all make a fruit
strawberries.
salad, man.
Yeah. So we have so again, like just more tomatoes. It's crazy. Feel free to walk down an aisle if you want. And yeah, like again, this is another cherry, and they're huge and they may have gotten a little too much rain. They might start exploding before they're ripe. But I'll help you hop the fence again. And let's see. I won't make you hop this fence. I'll open it. We have more. These are some personal watermelons.
Oh.
We got more beans and some squashes and stuff. So hopefully we'll be bringing a lot of this to tons. Y'all have side orders. We'll just the strawberries. They're already going in our a summer salad that we serve.
Nice.
The strawberries and blueberries. Our blueberry bushes are just starting to come out. So the strawberries are ready. Feel free to grab one. They're delicious. Go pick
I
yourself.
think I might.
Go pick yourself a
Go get one, Mom.
strawberry. And then some beets. So hopefully we'll.
This one looks like it's calling my name.
And of course okra. Once that okra gets going, we'll have some good okra, shrimp and okra, or okra gumbo.
Smothered okra.
Smother that okra too. We'll do all that. Oh, you want one, Whitney?
Yeah. Look at that.
I'll let you pick your own though. You know.
Good. Oh my. Have any questions,
I'm
Mom?
like, does the tour have any questions?
Well, yeah, I do want to know. I want to know maybe what y'all are doing right now, because of the the current situation. Maybe let everybody know what your current hours are right now. Have you opened inside dining yet, or is it takeout, drive-through? Like maybe. Oh, and tell them about how Tons had the very first drive-through.
Yeah.
In Acadiana.
So I don't know if you guys knew, but we did. We had. If not, I'm so sorry.
It's
Okay.
okay, yeah.
Sprinklers get you. If we didn't have the first, we had one of the first drive-through windows in Lafayette Parish for sure. My mom remembers driving with my grandmother to Grand Coteau to check out that building. It's actually, I think it's a part of Go Bears now, but it was an old like burger joint gas station, and they went to check out that new fancy architecture to model. Yeah, to model what Tons is now, kind of after. So yeah, that's one of our little claim to fame. We have one of the first drive-through windows, if not the first, in Lafayette. I'm told the first, but I need to do my research. I don't want to lie to anybody. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I heard it.
Haven't heard anyone
it's true.
dispute it yet. So what are y'all doing this week? while we're in phase 1, what's going on at Tons?
So right now we are just open for takeout or drive-through and curbside. We're recommending that people call in. We haven't opened the dining room yet, just for the safety of our community and our employees. We just want everybody to be comfortable before we do that. And I think rules change all the time, so we want to make sure that we're doing everything right and everything the way that we should before we open up. We really want to, again, just be aware of how we're serving the community and making sure we're making a positive impact and not a negative impact in the end. It's not about the money, but it's about the community.
Right.
Yeah. So we're not open yet indoor, but hopefully
But don't
soon.
hesitate to go get one of those cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
The best cheeseburger in Lafayette Parish. I would
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
Thanks. And we do have a couple concrete tables in the back of our parking lot under a tree, so that's a nice little hidden spot too if you want to have a little burger after you
Right.
pick it
Any
up.
any of those satsumas growing on that tree that you always say we can stop by and pick a
Yeah.
satsuma off that
I don't
tree?
know. I haven't seen any, but I did plant a watermelon under it, so I'm curious to see if I actually get any of the watermelon that I planted. But there's a little water plant. We have a satsuma tree at Tons. There are a couple little tomato plants by one of the front doors. We plant herbs there too, so we want the community to be able to grab stuff or snack on anything whenever they pass by. And then we're growing stuff that we can use, like the oregano. We can put it in our spaghetti with meat sauce every other Tuesday. So, everything hopefully has a purpose and is serving us and the community well.
Right.
So, thanks, y'all, for
I think
coming.
you do a great job serving the community. I don't know what Broussard would be without y'all. Tons is such a staple, like just a landmark in Broussard. And I think Tons has always been a landmark in Broussard because it used to be the only stoplight. The one and only stoplight. So you'd say, you go to Tons, and then it's it doesn't seem like that was that long ago either, that it was the only stoplight.
No, I know. I remember that, and I don't feel that old.
No, you're not. Yeah, you're young. You're so young that I taught you.
Yeah.
So
My 4th grade teacher, everyone. She was great. She taught me how to paper mache and about geography.
That's an important life lesson.
I had learned like the the state capital song. Miss Marie taught me that.
And I bet you've paper mache many times since I taught you in
I have.
grade.
Actually, this
That's a
year.
good life lesson. I'm
Mardi
telling
Gras. Thank you.
you. All right. Well, thank you so much, and thanks to Whitney for being a fantastic filmmaker, and we'll see you soon at Tons. I can't wait to start bringing tours back again soon.
I can't wait to see y'all.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.